Welcome to the Country Club podcast, but not the kind with dress codes and tea times. This is a different kind of country club, one where country living meets real estate, community, and adventure. I'm your host, Diana Cassidy-Bush, and your trusted guide to navigating life beyond the city limits. Whether you're looking to plant roots in a small town, find the perfect recreational escape, or make smart investments in rural properties, this podcast is for you. Because in real estate and in life, it's more than just about buying property. It's about making the right plan, seizing opportunities, and building a future you love. Welcome to the Country Club, where home, community, and opportunity come together. Welcome back to the Country Club podcast, where we celebrate the people, places, and stories that make life in rural Ontario so special. I'm your host, Diana Cassidy-Bush, and today's episode is one that I think you're going to love. If you've ever dreamed about starting something new, maybe opening a business, moving to cottage country, or building a life around what you love, this is a story that's going to be for you. Today, we're heading to Cloyne, Ontario to meet a couple who've done exactly that. Brian and Joanna Milligan are the proud owners of Milligan Meats, a local butcher shop that quickly has become a staple for both full-time residents and weekend cottagers alike. I still remember the first time I met Brian and Joanna just over 7 years ago. Hard to believe that that much time has passed already. But you could just feel the energy and excitement that they had for what they were planning to build here. When you meet people that are just genuinely excited about what they're going to do, well, that was them. They talked about their plans, their experience, their vision for the business, and creating something truly special in cottage country. And it was infectious. They weren't just opening a butcher shop. They were investing in a dream, in a lifestyle, and in the community. So today we're going to talk about their journey and what brought them here, and how they brought their vision to life, what it takes to build and grow a business in the heart of cottage country. And please let me welcome and introduce you to the Milligans. Welcome, Brian and Joanna. So I just want to start at the beginning, and if you can just tell us your story and how you came to be Brian and Joanna Milligan of Cloyne.
We met nearly 20 years ago and found that our lives were going to be one eventually. And that's what we ended up doing after a period of time. And me moving to Cloyne, coming to Joanna's farm was what kind of got us started down this path, I guess.
I'm from Ontario originally, but I came from Alberta and moved to this farm and met Brian at a party, like for a New Year's party. And that was the first time we ever met. And then we kept bumping into each other and here we are today. Let's just put it that way.
Excellent. And Brian, you had worked in the industry previous to starting your own shop. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, a good part of my life growing up was I lived just down the road from a butcher shop. Brian Quinn was the first butcher I met, and I trained under him right from the beginning, from a young boy, I guess. That just kept going through. Butchering was always something that came easy for me to do all my life. I could quit my job or find another work somewhere else, but I'd go back cutting meat, and I kept going back cutting meat. It was always something I could do quite easily. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started.
Great. So what was the inspiration that made you decide to take the leap and start your own?
I went back to that same place and started working again. And that drive back and forth wasn't something I really felt I wanted to do. I wanted to be closer to home. I wanted to be closer to Joanna, closer to the farm, the animals, everything that we take care of. I had people tell me up here lots of times, you should have a butcher shop up here. Ken Black was one of them, one of the biggest ones that kept telling me that all the time. And he's long past now, but he was a good inspiration for that up here for sure. And my old boss, he came up too and helped me. When I told him I wanted to do this, he came up and helped me look around and advised me one way or the other of what I should do. And it just made it work.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky.
Yeah. So when you found the location in Cloyne, tell us a little bit about that journey once you located the place.
Yeah, well, that was pretty scary. It's pretty overwhelming. It's a pretty big building.
Yes.
But not knowing we would need the room for expansion, I was, like I said, overwhelmed with it for sure. But the building was good. And the real estate person that helped us buy the building was even better.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She
Yeah.
was was her name? Diana.
Something,
Diana Cassidy-Bush, I think
Yeah.
it was. But so I was willing to do anything so I could have my business up here. So I could start my business up here, which that was all really, really scary. I've never owned a business before in my life. So that was a pretty big leap for me, mostly. Joanna's quite fearless. I'm just a really good employee. I try to be anyway. So
That
yeah.
is, that's for sure.
Yeah. So buying that was quite a leap, that's for sure. A great parking lot, great location, a great building, a pretty easy start for sure. And we just brought the building down to a manageable size inside. Thank God for a local contractor that's part of the family, basically, helped us with that vision. That vision being Joanna's vision. I thought she was pretty crazy to have that vision, but she's the artist behind Milligans, that's for sure. She's made that place what it is. I just cut meat.
Yes, he thought I was nuts, but there you go. So that's the weird factor in this store. That's definitely not a white typical inside tile butcher shop. That's not what we have.
Well, I think that's what makes it so special, having it's an experience going in there, and when you walk in, it's very welcoming, it's beautiful. It
Thanks,
feels
Donna.
you did an excellent job.
That's what I said to Brian too. Like when we do something like that or change something or whatever, literally when I do it, and I do it by feel, so I can tell when it doesn't feel right, even when stuff is not in the right area or whatever, and it needs to move or just the wrong color or whatever. That's what we did. So the feeling, I don't know if that's like woohoo to everybody. Halloween's coming up, so it does make me really kind of sit back and go, okay, this feels really good to me. And so far it hasn't led us wrong.
It's taught me a lot. Joanna's ability to do that. And then I watch people come through the door, and the surprised look on their face and the smiles that we got, that people were so surprised at. Really? This is a butcher shop? Yeah. I like this place. It feels right. So I learned a lot right at the beginning to trust Joanna and her abilities to do that. Now she just goes and I'm like, yeah, okay, we're good. Go ahead.
We have so much in common together, but we have a lot of things that are very not in common, right? So,
well, different strengths, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You both have different strengths, and you lean on each other.
But he keeps that butchering world of meat and stuff, and I am like the farm we have here is a hobby farm. It's not. We don't slaughter anything. We have like a home for all our animals are pets, including 2 pet cows, Charlie and Carmela. So the balance, right? I try to bring my background as well into his, and that's how it's come together like that. That's why it's so odd, kind of like we can be odd.
It certainly works. Yeah. So your brand has such a great feel to it, local, authentic, but also professional and modern. And it seems to like somebody on the outside looking in, I feel that your brand speaks for itself. It's known as a high quality, great products, amazing customer service. So just curious about your customer service and the creating of the experience that you have there.
I like that old-fashioned service. So when you travel around and you are in places, let's say that you find didn't make you happy, and I take that and make sure that it doesn't happen at my place.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Old-fashioned. And with meat and meat cutting, I don't think I can be replaced with a computer. But old-fashioned, good, friendly, customers always right, making it an experience no matter what. When they come through the door, we don't rush them. We're not in a hurry. And I say to the people who work there, I say, look, if you think they want to talk for a moment, go ahead and stop and talk to them. I'll gladly pay you to do that.
Yeah.
And we get that, and we do stop, and we all do. We don't want to be in a hurry. And sometimes I know we're really busy, and we just work harder, but we still take that moment to really get to know the customer, even a tiny little bit. Where are you from? Are you staying at Bonaco Park? Or, where are you headed to?
And Brian always takes groceries, and he instructs the staff to do it too. And they're all really great at it. They'll like carry out, groceries or whatever for people, especially, we really have an affinity towards the elderly. Just, I have a real soft spot for them, always have. It's really great to get to know them and help them out. Like, why not?
Yeah, it's really neat. And I think it's different. And the kids and the people that work there, they enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
Once they lose their shyness, or once they get to see how we do it, they enjoy working there and doing it. They like waiting on customers and making the smiles happen all the time. It works really good.
Well, I've always wondered sort of what your secret sauce is, because when you walk in, your energy, Brian and Joanna, it comes through your entire business. So
Yeah.
every time I walk into the building, it's not like entering a business where everybody's on autopilot. It's
No.
like you genuinely care about what
Yeah.
you're doing and your clients and the experience that you're providing. And it's, again, I've seen businesses where you walk in and lots of owners start out energetic and passionate about what they're doing, but their light seems to dim a little bit over time, where you're like the Energizer bunny. So whatever you're doing, it's working. As a regular customer, I leave your store feeling a little bit taller every time I leave. Just because your energy, it passes on to everyone else. It's you don't always get to hear that, but that it genuinely comes through every time, whether you're there or it's just your staff.
Yeah.
You're doing great things there.
Yeah. I like to think when I'm not there that the staff can take over and be that way. And I try to make everybody have fun. I want everybody there to have fun. And I'm serious about that. And when I go to work every day, I want to have fun. And I always want to be in a good mood when I'm at work. And creating that environment, I believe, just makes that happen every day for us and our customers. It's exciting. Every morning, people come in now for breakfast early in the morning, and I can tell they're excited to be there. They have fun as soon as they walk through the door. Yeah, it is fun.
I'm here at the farm in my office most of the time, right? It's because I do all the behind the scenes and all the boring financial stuff.
Yeah, I just go to work and have fun.
Yeah. No. But I can see too, like, he always talks about the harmony of the people in the store and how important it is for the harmony of the staff. They get picked that way too. Like, if their personalities really mesh, and I mean, everybody has their own little things, all, whatever. Nobody gets, everybody has quirks.
Yeah.
But it's good because the staff, they're really cool people, and they are like a little family of sisters and brothers that do their thing and still love each other at the end of the day.
Yeah, we all care about each other a lot.
Yeah.
It's important to me for that. We all work really gelled together as a team, really, really, really nice. And it makes me happy to see that. And I know when I'm not there that they're just stronger for it, which is really nice.
Well, I just love hearing all that. Not everyone looks at their business like that. It's very refreshing, and just keep on doing what you're doing. It's amazing.
Well, probably the last job I'll ever have, and I want it to be a good one, that's for sure. It's definitely one of the best jobs I've ever had, that's for sure.
One of the
Amazing.
best.
I've had a lot of great jobs out there. I've had a lot of help from a lot of people. I've had a lot of mentors that have treated me exceptionally good where they shouldn't have. I've been pretty lucky.
Well, you learn.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, I think your employees are pretty lucky too. So it's nice to pass that along, isn't it? Pay it forward. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Diana. And the same goes back to you too.
Yeah.
Meeting you was part of all of it. It was you helped make it easy for us. That's for sure.
And happy.
Well, that's what my role is, to try and, just help move your vision along. It's been a great experience meeting you and seeing what you've done there. I want to talk a little bit about supporting local and how I have seen the products that you carry in your store. And I just want to tell a little story that happened to me early on when you were open. I love that you have, you're supporting, it's not just your own family you're supporting your employees, their families, local farmers, craftspeople, local bakers, and their entire family. So just an experience that I had in one of my many trips to the store. I was in a long lineup because I think it was a long weekend, and I spotted some beautiful charcuterie boards that you had in stock. So I fell in love with one, picked it up, and took it to the cash. And when I got to the cash, the young man that waited on me, you could tell he was just like excited to see what I had in my hand. And I said, "Isn't this beautiful?" And he said, "My dad made that." And he was just beaming with pride. It was a very special moment for me and an experience. Like every time I see that board, it reminds me of that day that I met your employee and how proud he was that I was walking out of the store that day with his dad's craftsmanship in my hand.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. I love selling things there that have meaning behind them, and have a
Yeah.
story or have that like our products, I love them so much. We eat them so much. We test them so much. But everything in the store, I like to think there's something behind it other than just a product sent from God only knows where.
Yeah. And we have books too that we sell in the store that are local authors too. And one of which, Margaret Axford, she just passed away. So we've been selling her books like crazy over the last 3 years or something, right? And we see her around at different events, her and Ian, her husband.
Her book is called Beyond the Rock.
Yeah.
And I was excited to have it. It's just a neat small book, but full of facts of everything up around in here. And I thought, this is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. This is exactly what I want to sell. And I put it on the shelf, and no time at all, we sold whatever, a dozen of them. I called Ian up. I said, I need more. I need more. I need more. And we became their bestseller, and it worked out really, really good. And she would come in and give us more books and laugh. She was, I'm not sure I can keep up to you.
So I just want to move on a little bit and talk about the seasonality of your business. And so you've got two major seasons, I think, that you deal with. The summer cottage season, and then what we're just coming into now, hunting season. So what's kind of both seasons like for you behind the counter?
Yeah, long hours.
Yeah, can I just interject here for a second? Because we always had those two seasons, but this year the two seasons are one season, and that's a good thing. And it's a good problem to have, but holy moly, we usually expect a lull after Labor Day, and we kind of plan for it, and that didn't come really this year. And so here we are right into hunting season now. So it's kind of goes now from May, let's say May, the long weekend in May comes from then. And then now it kind of goes right till about New Year's Eve.
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah.
Right? Because Christmas comes up and it gets all busy again, but there's still other hunting season stuff that goes through there. So they blend, but now they're getting more and more consistent as one thing. But it used to be, and when we first started, it was like summertime, a little bit of hunting season, a little bit at Christmas, downtime till next May. But this year has most definitely been the busiest of all.
I think the weather played a big role in that because the summer was so warm.
Yeah. And I think,
and then the fall was just gorgeous. The weather.
Yeah, beautiful. But, too, don't forget now, yay, elbows up, Canada, everything.
Shopping local has become such a strong
and a real Canadian thing to do. People aren't going south so much for real good reasons, and they're hanging out, and it's been great having them
exceptional
back.
Summer.
Yeah.
But our summer holidays, for sure. When Bonaco Park opens, it picks up. When the school is done and the kids are out, it picks up a lot more at that point and stays really steady. And it can be difficult to keep up to and through all that, but it just means we just got more hours to do.
Yeah.
And my staff, they're exceptional for coming in early. Nobody understands how we do it, but I have lots, myself included. I'll start at 3 or 4 in the morning, and my staff will come in at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Young girls, it's
And guys.
amazing. And guys, and they'll come in and they'll start at 5 in the morning because we need to get so much done before 10 o'clock, let's say. There's so much that has to be done, and there's no interruptions in the morning. And my staff has been incredible about coming in early, and we get all that stuff prepped done. And then the afternoon kind of sails along pretty good. That's been our secret to keeping up, that's for sure.
And also, we've hired more people than we've ever had.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of the secret. It's scary at first to think we have as many staff as we do, but it's all balancing out, and it's right, and it's good because now more people have jobs, more hours are available. And
how many people do you employ?
It comes and goes throughout the year.
Yeah, but anywhere from 8 to a dozen people.
Yeah, or more sometimes. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And not all complete full time, but some, and like one woman, she comes in at 5 in the morning and bakes, and then she comes in 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week, and cleans as well. So she works in the morning, goes home in the afternoon, and comes back at night and does another job for me.
Yeah.
So works really good.
Yeah. It's good to be flexible, right? Yeah.
They all are
great.
in a little bit. I can ask them to do almost anything when it comes to that place. I like to teach everybody a little bit of everything. So when it is a little bit slower, okay, let's do this instead.
Yeah.
And it works. And everybody works together as a team because we all kind of know a little bit about everybody's job. And that works out really nice too.
Amazing. I love hearing the background story about, how you keep things working, and you have a lot of wins happening.
Yeah. Venison season is another project, that's for sure. And it's something I grew up with, and it's very kind of old fashioned work compared to retail where you're selling and talking and having customers all day. When we're doing venison, it's kind of like, it's all done out back, and there's nothing. You just stand there and you cut for hours and hours and hours at a time. It's like what it was like when I grew up, and it's a lot different kind of job. So you take that summer job where it's pretty clean and pretty fun, to the venison season part where it's not very clean and it's not quite as fun.
Yeah. It's
more of a grind.
Very, there's lots of hunters coming in, and they all come around back. So it's a whole separate butcher shop that we have back there for that season. And it's just,
Yeah. Thank God for all the space. I never dreamed I would need it, but I use 80% of it now.
Yeah, that building's huge, as you know, right?
We use so much of it now. I'm so glad we got it.
Yeah.
If I'd have bought anywhere else, if we'd have bought anywhere else, it would not work the way it has.
You would have outgrown it.
Yeah, we would have.
You grew into the space.
Yeah, that's right.
And just still, you can starting to see uses for every last square inch. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it's surprising for sure. That's a huge building.
Mm-hmm. But of course, we expanded the grocery section there a year or so ago, and actually did that more for locals in the winter time. And to keep things a little more steady. And I think that might be part of the reason too why we're busier now as well, because it's not just the one little section anymore too. But anyway, I did.
Well, I would say just the convenience of and the diversity of the products that you carry. I personally often make it my one stop on my way. Actually, I'm lying. It's usually 2, because sometimes a girl needs a little wine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
But I love it kind of takes away all the pain points of heading to the cottage and stocking all the groceries for, the weekend, because I can do it all in one stop. So
that's what we're hoping too in the beginning when we first started, thinking about this, that would be something that cottagers would enjoy. Okay, you can come here. We'll try and get as much stuff. It takes years. It took us years to get to that point where we could have other things and expand and know what we're doing. But I think we hear that from people a lot now. A lot of the cottagers, they say they come to our place on the way up to the cottage and then on the way home and take stuff home because they can't get the same stuff. So that's pretty great.
Yeah, lots
it's
of
awesome.
cottagers leave from the south wherever, and they're like, I don't bring coolers no more. When we get here, we just buy everything here. I don't have to bring a cooler full of products.
Yeah.
That feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the produce too. That just rounds everything out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to head into our lightning round. Just some quick questions about your business. Have a little fun. So, what would you say your number one selling item is during peak season?
Ribeyes.
Ribeyes.
Not hamburgers, ribeyes.
Ribeyes.
Well,
Yeah. Well, I
patties.
mean, yeah, hamburger patties. I guess our hamburger patties are pretty famous. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, they've gotten pretty famous.
Yeah. So, what's your personal favorite cut of meat?
My ribeyes, and Joanna loves T-bones.
Yeah, I like T-bones.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what product surprised you the most with its popularity?
My hamburger patties and my barbecue sauce. That barbecue sauce story
Love.
really surprised me.
Mhm.
I didn't plan on that happening at all. And yeah, we sell lots and lots of barbecue sauce now.
Yeah.
And that's just a personal flavor of my own that I created for
Wow.
myself personally. And I just put it on the shelf, and people buy it like crazy now, and I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I don't have anything else in my fridge.
So what an only condiment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that. I put that on everything.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. If someone's visiting Milligan Meats for the first time, what must they try?
Oh, wow.
The craft dinner. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, they've had the Bonaco broils is a really big hit with people. And people seem to be surprised. I put a lot of work into that recipe. There's a lot of specialty items like that. My chicken kebabs, love them like crazy. And the chicken cordon bleu, I find, is very different than most people's.
Yeah.
But
What do you think of
yeah, my specialty items are special. And I like to think they're different.
Yeah. It's your unique brand, and I think it does make it's very unique to you, and you can't get them anywhere else.
Yeah.
And Brian's a really good cook too.
Yeah.
So that I think that makes a lot of the difference. I mean, I do know personally some butchers too that just don't, or maybe don't love to cook, but he loves to put flavors together and all that kind of thing. So it really translates well to all of his, like, even his spices. He makes his own spice mixes and stuff like that, and make sure it tastes the way he wants it to. So now I have to go, can I have some more of that for the house? I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, we have a grinder at work, and I make my own of every
Wow.
flavor.
Yeah.
We have a cooker at work. We have ovens and stoves and air fryer right in the butcher shop. So everybody working there, we all eat all day.
Yeah.
And we all get to try everything.
Test and
Wow.
retaste and test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works out
That's
really
awesome.
good. Yeah. Makes a difference.
Keeps the
Things
staff.
your clients don't know.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I don't know. They probably all come in there and Brian's like, we just cooked this. Do you want to try this? He's done that with them lots of times. It's if they come in at the right time, and I'm sure they've seen the staff with food in their mouth too, because it's like, here, try this. Try this. We need to see how.
There's nothing like knowing your own products.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I hate to cut us off because I actually, when I was preparing this episode, have come up with another episode that I'm going to ask you about in the future.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really fun getting to hear people's stories and just talking about the business and catching up.
Yeah, nice for me to see you again. I don't get to see you very often.
I know. I see your name when I go into the store, and I'm thinking, where is she?
Yeah, she's in the office.
Yeah.
3 miles down the road.
Yeah, 3 minutes from home.
Yeah.
That's
perfect commute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. Or a 10-minute bike ride. So, yeah, there's that too. Half an hour walk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. I really appreciate your interest and us and all that, and your continued interest and stopping in to see us has been great for sure.
Yeah. And thanks for
Thank you very much.
your patronage.
Well, I love supporting you guys. It's a pleasure. And just seeing how successful you are, it's awesome to see.
Yeah, it's a
So-
great job. And
It's a community effort too, isn't it?
It's easy. Yeah, people,
So
they're just so grateful. I mean, how
Yeah.
can you not love your job?
yeah, and that pretty much it snowballs, right? They say that, then we feel better.
Yeah.
Then Brian is up earlier
Yeah.
doing more things, and they're happier, and it's just like a big ball of love, So it works out pretty
That's
good.
awesome. It's awesome. You guys should train other people.
Oh,
You're
well,
doing great things. You're doing great things.
thank you,
Thank you
Diana.
very much.
Yeah. Well, that's going to wrap us up today for this episode of the Country Club podcast. I hope you enjoyed meeting Brian and Joanna and love them as much as I do. Their story is a great reminder that investing in your dream doesn't always mean moving to a large city or a large center. Sometimes it means finding your place in a small town, rolling up your sleeves and building something with heart. If you're in the Cloyne area, you have to stop in to Milligan Meats. Whether you're stocking the cottage freezer, planning a weekend barbecue, or just craving something special, you'll find great products and even better people behind the counter. You can follow them on social media. Stop in their shop and I'll add a link to how to find them in the show notes. And as always, thank you for tuning in and supporting local stories and small town successes. Until next time, I'm Diana Cassidy-Bush, reminding you to live well, play hard, and invest in what fuels you and makes you happy. That's the good stuff, and that's what matters most. Thanks again for joining. Thanks for joining me at the Country Club today. I hope our conversation has helped guide your journey. Whether you're looking to plant roots in a small town, find the perfect recreational escape, or invest in rural properties, every situation is unique, and I'm here if you need a trusted resource on your real estate journey. As always, consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions. I'm Diana Cassidy-Bush, and I'll see you next time with more conversations about thriving beyond the city limits. Click the follow button for the Country Club podcast with Diana Cassidy-Bush on your favorite podcast platform, and let's start building your future together.